Hello, welcome to Handmade by Julia Quinn. I forgot to advertise I was coming on today because I didn't come on last week. So I apologise if this is a surprise. If you're here, you're very welcome, and I'm excited that you can join me. Really excited that you can join me. I have a couple of fun cards to share with you. We had a class featuring the Beautiful Butterflies bundle last week. So these are the cards that we used in the class. Actually, I'll probably only do one with you to start off with. And that's this one, which features a very fun die. So the Beautiful Butterflies bundle includes this stamp set, which has 12 gorgeous stamps, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 images, and 7 lots of words. And the Hybrid Beautiful Butterflies embossing folder, which includes the Hybrid Beautiful Butterflies folder and the Beautiful Butterflies hybrid dies. Now these dies have some fun little butterfly bodies, detailed butterfly wings, and an outline for the butterfly as well. A couple of great greeting labels. And the one we're going to use for this project is this very interesting die. It doesn't cut out this part of the butterfly here, which means it works really well for creating really fun folds. Okay, and then there's a few more outline butterflies for the stamps as well as some detailed butterflies there. I have also used on this card, this one here, this lovely detailed butterfly there. Okay, I'll just pop them aside. I'll pop this here where you can see it. I've made my space quite small. I'm not into, this is my new craft room, and I haven't used it very much for videoing so far, so I'm still getting used to it. I have already, as I said, I've cut out this lovely die here. I have already, this is the die, cut it out. And what I cut it out from is the Bokeh, Beautiful Bokeh Designer Series paper, which gives me some lovely multi-tones with my butterfly. I'm just popping out all of the little bits here. As you can see, I ripped it when I was getting out of the die. However, that is not going to be a problem because we're going to cut these wings in half. Now, there's this Bokeh paper. Here's another piece of it here that's also on the card. Has lovely bokeh designs, and on the other side has beautiful bubble bath and balmy blue colours. But unusually for Julia Quinn, I am using the pink side. And if you know me, you know that I'm not hugely comfortable with pinks, especially hot pinks. But the paper really led my direction. I wanted to use this paper. Okay, so for my card, I've just got a card base. That's just 1/4 of a piece of cardstock. And I'm going to embellish that with a piece of Pretty in Pink and my beautiful bokeh paper. I'll just do that because that's nice and easy. So the pink I'm using is Berry Burst, which is actually the same colour of the Designer Series paper, the bokeh paper. Okay, and then my Pretty in Pink piece. All right, pop that. I should use my grid to help me line up, shouldn't I? That looks pretty straight. Okay, now this bit here, as I said, this die at the top doesn't cut out. So I've got a bit of thick white cardstock and I'm going to fold it. And when I put my die right on the top of that fold there, I've cut it exactly the right size, right on the fold, it's going to, and I can just feel it locking in there. Okay, the fold is locking right on the edge there. Then when I cut it through my Stampin' Cut and emboss machine, just like that, run that through. Here we go. I've cut out. Now this is thick white, but I've cut out both of the layers of cardstock. Okay, I'll just pop all of that out there. Oh, I had my die just a bit too far away from the edge, so I'll trim that with my snips. Trim, and carefully pop that out. Okay, so and we folded over this cardstock, and because we've gone through the embossing, Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, it's squished those pieces of cardstock quite close together, so it's a bit hard to separate them. So the way I've found that works really well is to actually, oh, you can't hear it now, fold the cardstock, and you can hear it cracking as it separates, and it's easy to open. Okay, and there's my little butterfly. Good to go. All right, and we're going to embellish this to stick on the front of our card. So on the finished one, you'll see it's just a card base with the butterfly on top. All right, okay. Now I've got in the stamp set, there are these really cool little pieces of embellishment, I suppose, or decoration for the leaves of the butterfly. They do go in two separate directions. I actually don't know which one is right and which one is left, but my rule of thumb has been to use the same one on both sides of the butterfly. And I'm going to add that stamping with my Pretty in Pink. Actually, I'm going to also use my stamping piercing mat, just to give me, I've noticed I haven't been getting very good stamped images lately, so I'm trying to improve what I've been doing. Okay, so I'm using the same one on the same side there, and this one on this side. Now this is just a bit of colour that's actually going to be behind. I must have something, see that? I've got something on my stamp there, a little piece of paper. Look at that, stamped a little spot. But in actual fact, it's not going to be too much of a problem for me, because I'm going to snip my butterfly wings in half and pop them on there, and that will camouflage a lot of any faults that are in that. And I'm also got my greeting, which I have already fussy cut to stick over the top. And my body, where did I put my ribbon? Oh, here it is. My body is Pretty in Pink ribbon. Okay, this is going to masquerade as a little body for my butterfly. All right, I'll add some seal there in the middle and fold over my body, oops, like that. And then I can move you out of the way, can't I? Add a little bit of glue to the back of both of these. Not too much, because less is more with this stuff. I'm also going to leave it a little bit loose. I don't want to stick down the whole butterfly, because I love the movement when it's a little bit free. Okay, and pop this just on that side, this just on that side, and then before I go anywhere further, I've got a mess on my glass mat here, and I don't like gluey mess. I'm just going to give that a bit of a spray with my stamping mist. This stamping mist here comes in a bigger bottle. I just disperse it into a smaller bottle. I just wipe that off so I don't get sticky stuff anywhere. Okay, there we go. So there's my butterfly. That one goes on there. And before I stick on my greeting, I think I'll stick the butterfly onto the front of my card. I'm just going to use some seal on that and pop you. Oh, whoops. I'm good with the glue, aren't I? I'm better with seal, I have to say. Stick you back down again where you're supposed to go. rub you in place. And I'm going to anchor those wings with my Celebrate, which I'll add with dimensionals. Large and also mini, probably, for the little spaces in between. Here's my mini dimensionals. One there and one there. There we go. Peel the backs off them. I hope you're going well today. We've had actually, I really feel for the people in North Queensland who are coping with some incredible weather. We've had a couple of showers here where I am on the Sunshine Coast, but it's actually quite nice temperature after having a lot of heat. Okay, and the last thing I'm going to add is sparkles. Oh, and I did decide when I was looking at preparing this that I wanted a bit more colour on the inside of my card, and I was wondering whether I could add a little bit of colour with some spots of, this stamp is in the beautiful butterfly stamp set too. This one here, see, I love spots. They're like the magical cure-all for everything. And because of the bokeh nature of the paper, the spots go quite nicely. And I'm stamping without re-inking as well. There we go. So just a little bit of artistic spottedness. And then I can put some sparkles on. Thank you everyone for joining me today. I really appreciate you taking the time out of your Thursday to come and hang out. Hopefully get some inspiration for your next crafting projects. Feel free to share your gorgeous projects so we can all enjoy them. There we go. So this time I put the sparkles onto my background card, and on that one I put the sparkles on my butterfly. Which one do you think you like the most? I'm going to show you why the sparkles are on my butterfly, because this card was inspired by the catalogue. I used this page of the catalogue, the beautiful bokeh page, to inspire my card making. I love to use the catalogue to inspire me. So this is the card I used. Oh, I thought they had them on the... They've actually got the sparkles on the card. I thought it was on the butterfly. Maybe when I originally made this, I made it just with the butterfly and then decided it wasn't good enough and put it on the backing of the paper. Oops. Okay, so there you go. That's my take on that card. Far greater colours. And on this one, they've used one of those beautiful butterfly bodies and chopped off the little antlers that came on the actual die. But I do, and they've done more spotty bits around the wings. But I'm happy with what I've made. I think it looks very pretty. So now I have to find some lovely person to receive this card when it's their time to celebrate. Thank you so much for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you again another day. Bye.